Hey, hey guys, I've collected these strategy guides, a lot of them over the years. These are something out of my collection that I've really not sold. I buy the strategy guides a lot of times just because I don't want to look up stuff. I don't want to mess with things. When I go through a game, I just want to go through it. And I'm going to go through this whole entire stack, everything. I went through, and I've even bought strategy guides before I buy games, or I bought the games and then bought the strategy guides, vice versa. But I pulled all these out when I was doing the boxes, when I was flattening them out with the iron, trying to repair the 64 boxes. I figured at the time, I was like, hey, you know what? Let's shoot a video and show off all the strategy guides I have. I'll go through at the end of the video and I'll count them and I'll put down how many I actually own. I think it's an interesting thing. It's a huge collection of strategy guides. So, all right, let's start going through them. Before I start off, just for the mentioning notes, these are something that I bought back in. I bought these back in grade school. You know, what are they called? The scholastic things that the book little things you get. These are copyright 1988 on this one. But these are How to Win at Nintendo Games, volumes 1, 2, and 3. And this is back before they actually had strategy guides for each game. And it was just a guy going through and telling you about different games and stuff in here. And I go through some of the heavy hitters. I mean, we had the original Castlevania in this one, like Sight Bike, Kid Icarus, Kid Nicky, Mega Man, Metroid was in this, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Spy Hunter, Zelda 2, had the first Mario Bros. And the second Mario Bros. The second one here, and he had Bionic Commando. I love playing that game. The original Ghostbusters, Double Dragon, Magmax, 1943 was in here, Paperboy, Rampage, Rygar, the first Turtles. And then he even had a little update section of from the last one. And what I'll probably do is I might take a snapshot of the table of contents. You see where I wrote them all, where I owned them all. The third one, just name off a few that I liked. Bump and Jump was on here. Burger Time. Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. Mega Man 2, Ninja Gaiden. Super Dodgeball. But I mean, all in all, it was nice short little passages that they had. He even talked about if you had the NES Advantage, which games was a pro or con to have those. But this still has a sticker on it for $2.95 right there. And these are stuff that I bought when I was a kid, and I've kept them all these years. Just kind of a nostalgic thing. But all right, let's go through the heart and soul of this collection. I'm going to start off with these small ones real quick. These are the most recent. Haven't even opened it yet, but I have actually played the game on all the systems that I own it on. The Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. I bought this because I have trouble with some of the later levels of Crash, because I never really played Crash Bandicoot when I was a kid, so that'd be interesting. We all know why you bought Super Mario Odyssey. So I was trying to get all the moons. I still think I'm like 8 short. There's some of those hard long jump ones I just haven't been able to do yet. Still don't know why I bought it, but I bought the Super Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I mean, it's a racing game. I think I bought it to just have it part of my collection. Bought this years ago, and I'll tell you now, this company here, Versus Books, I'll say it again, one of the best strategy game companies that was ever put out. So, this is Luigi's Mansion. Somewhere in here, I've got the one for the 3DS too. This one I like a lot. It's the Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. I bought this so I could get all the little nooks and crannies of the game. I did step on it once when I was growing up. I ripped the cover. But I've kept this, even though I didn't keep the game. I sold off my collection years ago. I kept that because I knew eventually I would have that again. And bought Super Mario Bros. 3 for the... Well, yeah, Super Mario Bros. 3 for, the Super Mario Advance 4 for the Game Boy Advance. I bought it. I really don't know why I bought it. I don't know why I buy half of these, but hey. This is the Super Mario Advance, which is regular. It's the original Super Mario Bros. 2. Super Paper Mario for the Wii. Any RPG like this, I usually buy the strategy guide so I can try to go through and I don't miss anything and just try to go through the game once. Another Versus books, folks. The Super Mario Sunshine Edition. The new Super Mario Brothers Wii. A lot of these I bought when the game came out. It's just something I did. Here's an old one. The Game Boy Advance Mario Kart. The Super Mario Kart Super Kart Circuit. Yeah, that's an old game. Super Mario 3D Land. Oh. And this is the Super Mario 3D World, the collector's edition version. So yeah, I've only played that game for probably about 30 minutes. Here's the Luigi's Mansion, Dark Moon. I just recently picked this up, I think at a V-Stock. I like going to V-Stock and going through their stuff. Super Mario 64. Even though the game's easy, I don't know why, but back in the day, I remember picking up this. Super Mario Brothers. Oh, this is Super Mario Advance 2, Super Mario World. This is one Mario Brothers game that I didn't play much of growing up because I didn't have a Super Nintendo until later in life. And got Mario Galaxy. And Mario Galaxy 2. Both awesome games. I've played through both of them. Super Paper Mario Sticker Edition. Or Sticker Star. I've actually not played this game. I just recently finally got a hold of it. I bought this probably a while back. And was just hoping to get the game. So I really need to get that out and play the game. Going through my stack. I found out that I own 2 of these, so probably putting one on eBay. So another thing I was doing with this, I was kind of cataloging them because when I come across a strategy guide, I'm always wanting to buy something. But new Super Mario Brothers U. I had one that I guess I bought when the game came out, and then I had another one that I bought at V-Stock. And this is one that I thought was interesting. It's the new Super Mario Brothers 2, but instead of a regular strategy guide, it's kind of done like a notepad thing, which is kind of cool. It's in that shape, but you read it still read it sideways. So I don't know. Next, Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U. I have the Switch version. I have the Wii U version. Like I said, I don't know why I buy all those, but hey, I do. This is the collector's edition to Breath of the Wild. I got a guy at work that would love to get a hold of that because he just got a Switch. Been playing Breath of the Wild. He keeps asking me all kinds of questions. Now this, folks, and I do this a lot. I have the Versus books of Ocarina of Time. But what I've done is, I think I used the poster I was using for a page guide. I don't know what the print off. Oh, this is a print off to help for a Master Quest thing. But what I'd done is, back when Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask came out, I had the Game Informer subscription that GameStop used to have. And I kept this because it's a print off of all the songs. And that way I didn't have to write it in my book. I didn't have to write it down, nothing. I just kept that when I'd play the game. I'd use that for a basis. And here's Twilight Princess, the Wii version for Legend of Zelda. And here in a minute, you'll see again, there'll be another Twilight Princess come up. I think I have the HD version. This is Hyrule Warriors, the collector's edition, when the Wii U came out. We have Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. And the funny thing is, I know this strategy guide has never been used because my Skyward Sword is actually sealed. I really want to find an open copy so I can open it and play it because mine is more valuable sealed now than it is not sealed. This is the Twilight Princess HD version, I think for the Wii U. And as you see here, folks, it is completely sealed. I never opened it, and I probably never will at this point. It'll be a collector piece later. These next two, I think, are funny. I have no idea why I bought them, but they're funny looking. I bought Mario Party 8, and I bought Mario Party 5. Now, why you would need a strategy guide for a Mario Party game, maybe to help you in the mini games, maybe to give you some heads up on the courses for people. I don't know. Alright, next one. Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. That's a nice book. And since it's a GameCube exclusive, I don't remember where I picked that up here recently, but I did get it pretty cheap. Paid $1 for this at a yard sale. I got the game for $1 and the book for $1. So, I mean, I kept the game. I don't know much about it. I might sit down and play it one of these days. Then I got Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I actually have another one of those that I've got it from a retail store. I'm going to resell it. So, yep, I got that one. Bought this. I actually have the game. It's not one of the best Zelda games out there. Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes. But I think I bought the strategy guide months before I bought the game. And as you guys have seen in my other videos, I'm a huge Resident Evil nut, so I have just about everything Resident Evil. The Umbrella Chronicles here. You're going to see duplicates here of different Resident Evil guides. I'm not selling them. I'd rather collect them than sell them. This one I thought was kind of cool. It's Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, back when the PlayStation first came out, had them. But it's a nice duo set. This is Resident Evil. This was the GameCube remake of it. I picked this up in a lot with a bunch of games. I got Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I think Vice City and Grand Theft Auto 3 are in here somewhere. Got this pretty cheap. Jedi Star Wars. The Star Wars Jedi Starfighter. The Jedi Knight Jedi Academy book. Like I said, I picked these up. I almost like a collection. Disney's The Incredibles. I bought this long time ago, and then I bought this at GameCon about Vengeful Joe 2, or Beautiful Joe. Spider-Man 3. And here it is again. I got, here's the Grand Theft Auto Vice City. And whoever had this even had printouts of other stuff to help them out in these. I just kept them in there. I thought that was neat. Grand Theft Auto 3. Here's Spider-Man 2, the official strategy guide. I got the X-Men, the official game strategy guide. Old school Xbox game, Return to Castle Wolfenstein. This is new, never been opened. Donkey Kong Returns for the Wii. I bought this over at Trading Games. It says I paid $3 and something for it. Here's an old classic, folks, for the 64. Perfect Dark. Paid $2 for a Perfect Dark strategy guide. And you start this game out, it's pretty fairly simple, but the more you get into it, that game gets hard. Alright. What the... And next up on that list, Donkey Kong 64. And here's the map that goes in it. I used to rip these out, and I used them for bookmarks back when I was a kid, growing up. But this is my original from back when I had my 64 back in the day. I love this game. Now, here's some more nostalgic old pieces. Showed you guys when I first got this out, the How to Win It Nintendo games. Well, here's some old ones. Hot tips and coolest Nintendo cheats. I mean, this... Wow, I mean, look at this, folks. This is old school if it's not. Something I picked up at one point, a 2006 video game code book for Sonic games. And another strategy guide for Nintendo games. Another old school, I mean, they're classics, they're old. Classic cheats. Oh, this is just on the NES Classic. I bought the NES Advantage for the NES Classic that they put out. It was a horrible joystick too when I got it. The arcade stick was terrible. The buttons didn't want to stick. They were sticky. Hey, I'll even show you the picture. That's what the joystick was. It's just for the Classic. It's a piece of junk. But it came with this cute little cheat book that I kept. And when I couldn't find cheat books, folks, this is what I would do. I would get on Game FAQ, and I would print off different things. This looks like Lego Pirates Caribbean. Me and my wife are going through. King Crudos. Oh, then I got Simpsons Hit and Run in here. And Lollipop Chainsaw, all in this big stack. Because these are games that never published strategy guides. And I just would get stuck. And instead of keep going back to the computer, I just printed them off. So, what I need to do is get a 3-ring binder, I think, and probably make myself like a little collection of them. But then I'd end up ripping them up anyways. I got one more over here. This is for... I have no idea what game this is for. Wow, this is for a game I think I actually have a book to. This is for the Super Mario 64 DS. Why I printed this off, I have no idea. Alright, a PlayStation 2 exclusive classic that I liked was The Bouncer. This was an interesting, like, RPG... kind of like an RPG slash rail beat 'em up game, because you couldn't go off path, and you upped your characters every time you played through it. Alright, now, this is the only game strategy guide that I have that I don't own the game. I own Parasite Eve 1 and Parasite Eve 3, which is called The Third Birthday. I bought this probably at some store because I do like Parasite Eve games, but I've actually not come across Parasite Eve 2 yet. And just picked this up recently. Final Fantasy 8. Final Fantasy 9. And not pictured because it hasn't arrived yet. I've got Final Fantasy 7 coming. Oh, here we are, folks. More Resident Evil books. Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 3. Nemesis. I think this is when the GameCube released theirs. Resident Evil Revelations. Resident Evil 0. Resident Evil Code Veronica. Resident Evil 4. And I got more somewhere else. We have X-Men 2, The Rise of Apocalypse. Star Wars, Rebel Strike, Rogue Squadron 3. I'm not sure if this is new or what it is. It's in really good condition. It says it's the official guide from Nintendo Power. I do know that this one is originally new. It's not been opened. I bought this back when Xbox decided to bring this game from backwards compatibility. I got it real cheap off eBay. Oh, I picked this up in Indiana this summer. Kingdom Hearts 2. Big thick strategy guide. Paid $3 for it. Dead Space 2. And here's Dead Space. That was loud. Here's Metal Gear Solid 4. And look, another Donkey Kong Country returns, but this is the 3DS version. I don't know when I picked that up, but I just bought the game like a month or two ago, real cheap. Ninja Gaiden, back on the Xbox. That's a good game. Hard, but good. Dead Rising 3. I love the Dead Rising series. I'm so upset that the people making these games just closed their studio. They only made these out of the Vancouver studio up in Canada. So I don't know if Dead Rising will ever make another game. X-Men Legends. I got the second one, got the first one. April. Alright. And the last stack. I told you there's a bunch. I'm going to count all these here in a minute. Evil Dead. Hail to the King. I love the Evil Dead shows. The series. This is just a really nice book. Something I liked on the back of it. You guys that know the series. They've got S-Smart coupons on it. S-Smart Special. Inflatable methods for employing the nefarious Necronomicon pages. Another one. Puzzle solving strategies to make your undead beg for mercy. And I'll just show it to you. But, yeah. I thought that was a cute touch. Oh, more Resident Evil. Resident Evil Outbreak File 2. It's an expensive game that you really can't play like it's meant to be played anymore since the PS2 doesn't have a network. You know, no more online for it. But, hey. I bought Eternal Darkness, the strategy guide. I still got to sit down and play this. I haven't had time. Been kind of going through Spider-Man right now. Got a bunch of these Lego games. Me and my wife like going through them and trying to 100% them. Lego Jurassic Park. We got Crash Bandicoot 2. That's an old strategy guide. Here's another old one. Crash CTR. Crash Nitro Kart. This one here. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Me and my wife loved this game when it came back out. First came out. This strategy guide's so beat up that it's falling apart. We've used this to try to 100% this game. And you can see it's barely there. I might try to find another copy of it sometime. But me and my wife, we love playing this game. We have it on the Wii. We have it on the PS2. And here recently, we just found... Oh, I don't even think I put them up. Hold on. Yep. Here recently, I just found we have the original Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Then back in Indiana, I'd found the special edition. And then here recently, I just picked up the gold edition, which is the only way you can unlock the special characters anymore. That when you got the DLC, you had to buy the gold edition for the other characters, so you can still do that. I have the Lego Adventures. Like I said, we like playing the Lego games. Lego Marvel Superheroes. Kingdom Hearts. Game Shark codes. I sent off an order for this one back when it came out. This was the Doom, the remake for the Xbox One and the PS4 that they did finally port to the Switch. I was stuck in the Foundry level and couldn't find my way out. Didn't understand what people were saying online, so I ordered this. Then what was coming online, I found my way out. So I've never opened it. I did finally beat the game. I don't think I 100%ed all of it, so might go back one of these days. Bought this back when the game came out, and I really wanted to play Quantum Break. I just never got around to it. Kind of almost forgot about the game. One of these days I'll break it out and open it up. Here's another Versus Books, but it's one of my Resident Evil favorites. This is the Resident Evil 2 copy. Has an electronic boutique sticker on the back. I'd never heard of that store. Huh, wonder where that was from. Then I got Spider-Man Web of Shadows. These are some of my more recent pickups. Destroy All Humans. Destroy All Humans 2. I really liked that first one. I sat there and tried playing it. So I bought the second book. This is something I picked up for $5 here recently at a store down in Union, Missouri, called Game Over. The guy sold me the Majora's Mask for the 64, the Versus Books one, for $5, which I know is worth about $20-25. I'm going to put it on eBay. But for $5, he also sold me the Majora's Mask 3D Collector's Edition. I mean, this thing is beautiful, folks. For $5, I mean. And the last book I got on here, which is a classic, the Versus book, Metal Gear Solid. I mean, for those of you that never checked out the Versus Books series, these are some nice books. Very high in detail. So, and that's my strategy guide collection. I know some of you guys probably don't collect or have the strategy guides. Yeah, this is a collection that I've never gotten rid of my strategy guides. I've collected these through the years. I'll sell the game off and try not to sell all strategy guides. So you guys give me a like, a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll catch you back again. This ain't even recording.
Yeah, it is. It's recording.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it is.
All right, give me a like, a subscribe, comment down below what you guys think of all this. And I don't know, tell me if you guys got a strategy guide collection, some of the stuff you guys have kept over the years. Honestly, I didn't think I had this many, and like I said, I'll count them up, and I'll tell you in the video. I'll put it down in some titles or whatever, how many of these actually are, because I didn't count them. And I do have more than this, because I have some old PC games. I've got a stack probably that tall of old PC games strategy guides. I know I got Phantasmagoria 1 and 2 strategy guide, 7th Guest and 11th Hour. I love both of them. The King's Quest series, the original Shadow Warrior. You guys get a chance to play that on PC, you gotta check that out. But hey, Retro Mikey 78 here. I'll check you guys later. Have a great day.